They can last a long time. Countless numbers of catfish with this reel.
Keeping KastKing lit with Joe.
Pockets and pockets on top of pockets and more pockets.
Keeping KastKing lit with Joe.
Hey guys, Joel P here. So, there's not too often that I have a fishing reel that I really enjoy picking up. When I do pick it up, guarantee it's like my favorite reel. Like I'm always going to have, or fairly close, I'm going to be out fishing with that reel. Here lately I've been doing a lot of bass fishing. But actually my experience with KastKing started with catfishing. There's a long story behind it, but I'm saying going on 2-3 years now. The reels that I've always depended on for catfishing have always been the Rovers. For those of you that aren't familiar with the Rover, it's a bait casting reel. It's an open face bait casting reel, and that's what I've always generally used for catfishing. One, for the price. Two, it's really a dependable reel. I would like to call it kind of the the workhorse of a reel by KastKing. For guys that are targeting catfish or maybe a little bit bigger fish, probably northerns or muskies. This is definitely one of the reels that I would probably recommend. Price wise, especially, like I said, you can't beat the price of it. So I have the first Rover I've ever bought from KastKing, and this is a Rover 40. And I tell you what, guys, like I definitely count on this reel quite a bit. It's lasted me this is going on 2.5, probably close to 3 years. One of the things that I've always done to keep my reels maintained and in good working order is, I always give them a freshwater rinse when I get home after I've been fishing. And I've always taken the time, or tried to find the time to, lubricate them or oil them. Generally that's in the winter months when I can't get out and really fish, when stuff freezes over up north here. And, this reel operates like it did when it was brand new. I think there's only been one time where I had an issue, and it was my issue. When I took the reel apart, I forgot a piece and I didn't put it in, so it didn't quite work right. Luckily I caught it before I went out on the water. But other than that, this has given me, like I said, over 2 years, close to 3 years of use, and I'm sure I'll get, I don't know how many more years out of it by just keeping it clean and washing it, and keeping it lubricated and oiled. So the dependability, you've got dependability. And one of the other reels, the first reel I actually bought to catfish with, would be the Royale Legend, the original Royale Legend. And I was catching, it's got a 7.0 gear ratio, and I was catching fish, catfish with this reel. So I'm sure that's not what this reel was intended for. Definitely not, but that's what I used, and it worked. So there you go. They can last a long time. We're going on 3 years and countless numbers of catfish with this reel. I fell in love with it, and I even stepped up and got the Rover 60. So there you go. They'll last. They'll take a licking and keep on ticking, baby. You heard it from me.